Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Anime Royalty Radio. And today, we're going to be talking about our comic books. And if you could see spot out on the table, we went on a little bit of a comic book shopping spree. I know for a fact us three did. You haven't had a chance to. I don't think you've got even a comic book store up here.
No.
Really?
No, it's bueno.
Well, luckily where we kind of reside at, there's like 6 or 7 within a good 30-minute driving distance.
And we made a trip to Gastonia.
Yeah. So, one thing that we've bought, we've talked about Berserk, the Keanu Reeves thing coming out. Me and him literally bought 2 different variants. He bought 2 variants that were unvirginized, or decherried, however you want to put it.
Trade press.
Basically, they're 1.25s. You said that for every 25 sold, one of those is sold.
Mm-hmm.
And I bought the 2 variants, or the 2 other variants that were virgins. There, and if you see on the thing, on the corner where it says 150, it's every 50 sold. One of those is sold, so it's rare.
Did you read them?
No, they will never come out of that case.
No.
They will not be moved.
What if they suck?
I don't give a fuck.
It's Keanu Reeves. It's not going to suck.
I
What if they, that's what people said about the Matrix?
Literally, that one, it's him walking around with a knife in his chest and arrows in his arms. I think it's going to be a pretty good comic.
So the reason why we're not touching them, besides on the outside, is because one, we already bought those. Those 2, which were mine, are already up to $25. They just released 2 weeks ago for $6. Those $25. The 2 he bought, $15. So they will be automatically going to get graded ASAP.
Now, unfortunately, we don't think we can get him signed by Keanu Reeves, but...
No, but just getting them graded alone, and if them being 9.6, 9.8s, because they're fucking fresh, I'm not... They will be put up in a nice little safe location so they do not get bleached, nothing happens to it, and they will be sold when I go to retire. The other one that I'm definitely selling when it goes to when I go to retire is that Venom number 3. That Venom number 3 is a variant. It's actually paying homage to the original Amazing Spider-Man 361, where it had Venom over top of Spider-Man like this.
First full cover appearance of Venom.
Yes, that
That's
one.
Amazing Spider-Man number 316.
316. I'm sorry. I was dyslexic. I had him backwards.
They're good.
But it's where he's literally over top of Spider-Man like this, and Spider-Man's like knocked back. It's his first full cover. That is a homage to it, where it's got Miles beaten up, and it's got nullified Venom on there.
Yep.
That comic is the first appearance of Null, and I bought it for almost $100. I did get more. I got the first 4 of King in Black. 2 of them are variants of Null. I've got Gwenpool being Venomized, Thor being Venomized, and a couple other ones, but that was the main one.
You mean I have...
Yeah, I gave it to you.
Being Venomized,
Yeah, I gave it to you.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want it.
And he's going to give me Mary Jane Carnage.
You
And
can have one of them.
I'm actually going to give you the first appearance of Beta Ray.
No.
I've got it at the house. I forgot to bring it.
Oh.
First 4. It's got him on the front throwing Stormbringer.
Which is probably going to be worth even more now since there's a new Beta Ray Bill series starting.
Yeah. It's not. I will tell you this. It's not high grade. Like, it's not going to be 9s, but you'll still get money out of it, and you're getting it for free. You're getting it for free, buddy. So that's what we've been doing.
Horse mouth.
Hell, just Friday, I bought Secret Avengers number 23, which is the first time that Agent Venom joined the Secret Avengers. That one was for $40. Oh my God, y'all are eating jelly beans.
Nuh-uh.
Nuh-uh, you.
And I also bought Saga of the Swamp Thing number 25. Does anybody know what that is, or am I the only Swamphead guy?
Yeah, you're the
How
only
much are we up to now on comics? Are
trip?
you
On that trip alone?
are you willing to say out loud?
Yeah, I'll say it out loud. I will gladly say it out loud. Leaving from Needless Toys and Comics, which is a store up there in Lincoln. If you all live around here, you should go check it out. It's a really nice store. I spent $118. My 2 main things I bought that day was the $40 Secret Avengers number 23, which is the first time Agent Venom joined the Avengers. And the other one was Saga of the Swamp Thing 25. That is the first cameo appearance of John Constantine in Swamp Thing. And it was also written by Alan Moore. It's at least graded to be a 7. So I spent that much there. We went to the Dugout because Time Tunnel was closed. And I bought the variant cover of number 1, The Avengers, Curse of the Man-Thing. I got one of those, and I bought Scream number 1.
And you bought
Scream.
The alternate Stormbreaker cover,
Yep.
which was another $15.
Yep. So all in all, that day I maybe spent about $200 on comics. But that right there, with the bundle I got for that one, I spent $130.
But that's pocket change compared to what I've spent.
He spent more than me.
Yeah, I've spent way too much. So on our first trip to Needless, I spent maybe around $200, and I bought like a whole bunch of small Spider-Man stuff, like Planet of the Symbiotes, like that first run. But my most prized possession I got on that run, Secret Wars number 8.
You motherfucker! Do you know what Secret Wars number 8 is?
I don't know what Secret Wars is.
It's the first appearance of
number 8.
the symbiote that latched on to Spider-Man and became the black Spider-Man suit. So that's the first appearance of the symbiote.
Nice.
If I would have been in there, I would have bought that bitch.
Were you not there with him?
I was, but I was outside.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, needless to say, I got that on my first run. Then the second time I
was
went,
so mad.
he got his Swamp Thing stuff, and I spent $270 that time getting a whole bunch of stuff, including that graded Spider-Man number 2.
With Mary Jane and the Spider-Man outfit.
Yeah. And that's the second issue, so it's the second appearance of Kindred. So not crazy expensive. It was only like $70-$80, something like that.
Now, Needless is also where Live Studio Audience bought me my Venom 150, which was the first time in 15 years that Eddie Brock got reunited with the symbiote. She bought it there, graded $100 straight out. And then he had some really nice ones. He had the Todd McFarlane drawn DC cover for Batman.
He had Frank Miller's Batman. He has a lot of stuff. And he also, I like the way he does it too. He has some that are not as high grade on a separate shelf than the ones that were like on higher, that are graded. Kind of like in either the grade cases like that, there where you can pick up, because as long as they're in that case, they're kind of safe. Yeah, it's not like somebody's just going to grab that and walk out.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. So, but the really nice ones, that's where I got my Saga of the Swamp Thing, is behind the counter. But man, he's got some, I saw, and I about bought this for you. I really did.
What?
It was John Constantine number 1, his limited series.
So why didn't you?
And that's where they had Secret Wars number 8. They also had Todd
Sorry.
McFarlane's Batman.
Good.
They had
I saw Swamp Thing.
Early issue of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Not number 1 or number 3, where it's like $3,000.
No, but it was a holographic version of one of the early ones. Yeah, he's got a good selection.
So we've been doing a lot of that, and hell, for like the past week and a half, me and this man have only been shopping 4 comic books. It's been crazy. Because what we're planning on doing, he is learning how to clean them, and we're going to press them to make them look better. So that way we can send them to CGC and get them graded, and hopefully they'll come up at a higher grade than what we maybe bought them for, so we can get more money out of them later. Like I bought Spawn number 9 the other day when we went to the spot.
Mm-hmm.
It's the first appearance of Angela. And I also bought Angela number 1. They had it too.
Nice.
But they're not in great. They have a little bit of dirt on them, so we're going to learn how to clean them, get them cleaned, get them pressed, get rid of some of the creases, go from there.
Yes, sir. Heck
So,
yeah.
That's what we've been doing, and
Look at you, man. Yeah.
Kind of fancy like that, I don't know.
Yeah.
we're really hoping, especially, I'm really hoping that one right there, that Venom number 3, because I found 3 of them graded. 2 of them at a 9.6, different variants. 1 at a 9.8. 9.8 was $500 already, and a 9.6s we're going for $450. Just being the first appearance of Null that just came out, like a couple, not even a couple years ago.
Mm-hmm. Noel's like fresh, like
very fresh, and he's huge right now. The Scream
number one Scream, it says King in Black.
Symbiote Spider-Man, King in Black
King
edition.
in Black.
Gwenom versus Carnage, King in Black edition. It's spanning almost all of Marvel.
Mm-hmm. And they're doing almost every Venom. Because you're getting Venom number 200. Different.
How many copies?
15 different copies of Venom number 200.
All different covers?
Yes. And one of them is going to be signed and graded by
CGC.
Su Yin. Yes.
Because me and you got the same one. I got nullified Venom.
No, you got the Virgin variant.
Yeah.
I also got the Virgin variant because I missed out on getting the nullified signed version.
That's right. But we both got the Virgin variant. And for people who don't know what the Virgin is where it doesn't have any of like where it says Marvel, the name of the actual
which issue number it is,
with
any barcodes.
Yes. It's just plain.
It's just the original artist rendering.
Yep. Now it tends to be worth more because it's a Virgin,
right.
But I don't like Virgins because if you're like when we went to the dugout, we saw a couple of Virgins that had like sketches on them from other artists. We didn't know what comic they were.
And when they're in bags and sleeves, it's meant to keep them really nice. And out of courtesy, you don't pick it up and just open it up and start flipping through the pages to figure out what it actually is. So if you don't know by just looking at the cover, you're kind of just kind of out of luck.
Hell, we went when we were at the dugout. We saw one of the DC, was it Death Metal Knights or whatever? It was a variant, black and white. Remember, I showed it to you. $249 already.
Oh wow!
Remember, I showed it to you. Like, I really would like this.
Comics. I regret that. I should have bought some Death Metal comics.
They're huge.
I went too hard on the figures. I should have actually bought the comics.
That's what. See, and that's always been my thing. I go too hard on the figures, never the comics, and then I go back and I'm like, I should have got the comic.
Yeah.
And now I'm learning my lesson. That's the reason why when I found out what Venom number 3 was going for, I was like, I gotta have it. Gotta have it.
That's why I really like stocking up on some of the older Spider-Man stuff because you know it's going to become popular any minute now. Like Ben Reilly, Spider-Man 2099. Spider-Man 2099 blew up between now and the early 2000s.
Right. When Marvel hit that 2099 kick, where everything was 2099. X-Men 29, Punisher 29.
Spider-Man Web of Shadows, Into the Spider-Verse. Into the Spider-Verse is supposed to be Spider-Man 2099 base coming up for the next one. You know how it ended with the first one.
Yep.
You don't.
You didn't want...
We'll teach you. Don't worry.
It's the one besides the... My bad. Besides the... what is it? Sam Raimi Spider-Man's the first 3 movies.
Yes.
The ones you just bought.
Yes.
In the 3-pack.
Yep.
Sam Raimi.
Mm-hmm.
That's been the only Spider-Man movie I like is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. It was actually pretty good.
Tobey Maguire?
That's the ones I like. Except for that one. Spider-Man 3 shall be shunned. Topher Grace, why? Why Topher Grace?
Best part of the whole movie.
Oh, yeah.
The dancing was fine. I just didn't like Topher Grace as Venom. Or Eddie Brock. It's too fucking small.
Yeah. They needed Tom Hardy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got him now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, also, speaking of Tom Hardy, Venom, There Will Be Carnage has been pushed back.
I heard they changed the title, too.
I didn't see where they changed the title, though.
I heard that it was getting pushed back and getting a title change.
Why would it get a title change?
I have no idea.
Sony, what are you doing?
It's something I read. I didn't even pull it up. I was like, it's got to be bullshit. Because Let There Be Carnage actually sounded like was good.
Yeah, I like that name.
So I don't know why they would change it. If they did, I'll look more at it and see.
But why, Sony? I understand pushing it back, but don't you dare.
What if it's a giant troll and this is all just a setup for Secret Wars so they can bring Venom into the MCU?
No.
And make him an Avenger.
Well,
and make him date Brie Larson's Captain Marvel.
Only one movie in and he turns into Agent Venom.
I will fucking lose my shit.
Not even one movie, like halfway through the first one.
I will lose my shit. Oh my god.
Eddie, welcome to the Avengers. This is Flash Thompson.
Moving on.
They shake hands and the symbiote just transfers and that's it.
I will be so upset.
Yay, I have legs now.
Technically, yeah.
All right, what else you got?
This guy and his shelf, I swear.
That's it. We've been talking about all this.
He's ready for that shelf.
He's so ready for that shelf.
Well, if you thought that was interesting, there will be a part 2 to this discussion.
I mean, yeah.
You're going home with him, right? Like,
No.
once he
No,
gets
he
that
drove
shelf
himself.
together, just like take it and break it over him.
You owe me $75 if you do that. And I want it in cherry.
Not if you don't wake up.
Yeah, with that, we just wanted to update y'all on what we've been doing, especially comic book wise, because we're going
How we're spending our money.
How we're going to be spending even more money.
Oh, and by the way, this is actually big. April 17th, we are going to South Carolina to the South Carolina Comic-Con because South Carolina is actually with us and is allowing us to go to a Comic-Con. It's not online. Roy Cooper.
You should have been fired.
So, we're actually going to go. I know we have booked a room. Are you coming? We're still waiting to hear from you, buddy.
I've still got one side of the bed warm.
Yeah.
I don't want to miss it.
It'll be fun.
I know it will be fun.
It's
I just got to
gonna
find
be
out.
real nice.
I don't know yet.
So
it's
we're
it's like Motel 6. We'll keep the fleshlight on for you.
wow.
I couldn't
Wow.
help it. I couldn't help it.
So we will be doing a review of that Comic-Con. It's supposed to be the big one for South Carolina, so we're gonna go do it. And it's got some guests coming, a lot of artists, and it's got the girl who played April O'Neil in the original 1991. She's there. Judith something. I can't remember her last name.
Hagarth or something
Something like that.
that.
It starts with H.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right?
Is she going to be wearing the yellow jumpsuit?
I really fucking hope so.
Maybe. You never know.
I would be okay with that.
Yeah.
So, yes, we will be doing a review on that, and I think the last time we did a review on a con was Ichiban.
Yeah.
Way back.
It was over a year ago because COVID happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. We will see you on the next part. Latest.